If you're working with strings in Python, these 10 Python string functions are essential, and the last one is the most commonly missed. Let's say I have a string and it starts with some spaces and it says I love Python, but for some reason it also ends with spaces. If I want to remove them, I will write s1 equals string.strip, and this will remove these spaces. But if I write s2 equals string.left strip, this will remove only the spaces at the left. If I have option for left, I will also have option for right, of course, and right strip. It does the opposite from left. And when I print s1, s2, and s3, in first case, I don't have any spaces. In second case, I have at the end, and in third case, I have at the beginning, just how I expected. When we are coding, there's a lot of times when we want to change some characters in our string. For example, let's say I have time 11:30 and also, I don't know, 12 seconds. But now I don't want the time to look like this. I want to replace these columns with dashes, for example. For that instance, I'm going to use replace function. So I'll write string dot replace. Here pass what I want to replace, colon, and here with what I want to replace it. For example, dash, as you can see, old and new. And the third parameter is how many characters you want to replace. If you don't provide anything, it will replace all of them. But if I say one, it will replace only the first one. So let's print that. Print s, and only one, the first one, is replaced. And if I remove this, all of them will be replaced. As you can see, all of them are replaced. Also, a very useful function is split function that's used to create a list based on some string. So if I write here L to be string.split, this will split this function based on some character. If I don't provide any character, the default one is space. But if I provide some, for example, comma, this will now split this whenever it sees commas. Let's print this L to see how it looks like. As you can see, it split every number because I separated every number with comma. The opposite function from split function is actually join function. It's used to create a string from a list. Let's say I will name it full, and what you do is first you specify the string that will merge all of the elements. For example, I want to merge them with colons, and I will type join and pass the list, here L. So each of these numbers will be joined with these columns. And actually what we will get in the end is the time. Let's run this, 11:30 and 12 seconds. Another very useful function is find function, which is of course used to try and find the index of a certain string. For example, if I have this string here and I want to find at which position string.find at which position string 30 is, I'll write something like this. And now when I print position, you will see that this will write 0, 1, 2, and 3 because it starts counting from 0 and 3 is printed. But if the element doesn't exist inside the string, for example, pi, this will return -1 and -1 is printed. Next block of useful functions is very commonly used with files, paths, and also some web. Let's say you have some file, and this file is, I don't know, math.pdf. And let's write pi minus math.pdf. I can check if this file starts with pi by writing print me file dot starts with. This actually checks the suffix, and you can here pass the suffix pi minus, for example. And also you can write here file dot ends with and pass the extension, for example, .pdf. And this is very useful. This way you can check your extensions or your suffixes. And now when I run this, I should see true because they start with pi and also ends with .pdf. As you can see, two trues are printed. Also, if I want, I can remove this prefix or suffix and I can write file dot remove prefix, and this will remove this .py. And here I can also remove suffix, which is this extension. For example, I don't want to work with that extension in the end. I just want the core name, not the extension. And when I run this, first we remove .py and .pdf remained, and next we remove .pdf but this py stayed. And the final one is partition. Partition is used just like split, but it only splits once, and it separates your string into before, separation, and after. So if I have py math and here this, I can write print file.partition and pass based on what character I want to, or string I want to partition my string, and let's say I want dash. But this will partition the first occurrence. If I want the last occurrence, I'll write, but before the partition, I'll write R partition, like right. And again, this. You will see how this will split everything. Let's run the code. Because my string look like py-math-pdf, file.partition split based on first dash, which is after py. But right partition split on last partition, which is before this PDF. And that is why it looks like this. Also, if I have, let's say, string that has, for example, apple, and I want to count the number of occurrences of, let's say, app word in my string, I can write string.count and pass the word, for example, app, and this should print 2. Because this app is inside here and inside here. And 2 is printed. And finally, we've reached the last, most commonly missed function. Let's say I have string, for example, let's name it David, and this has only lowercase letters. If I want uppercase letters, I can write string.upper, and this will convert every letter into upper letter. Also, if I want to capitalize just the first one, I can write C equals string.capitalize, and this will capitalize only the first letter, make it upper. But if I want to create lowercase from uppercase, I can write lower, and this will make all the cases lower. But I bet you didn't know that, for example, if I have some German letter S, this letter is pronounced as S, as double S. So if I write s.casefold, this will actually convert this into double S. And why this casefold is useful? Because if you have multiple languages and you use this casefold, it will always convert them based on some standard, and that way you're going to find matches and search inside your program much better, even though if someone writes this German S or double S. And let's print all of these. Print L, C, and S, and upper. Sorry. Let's run the code. As you can see, the German S is written as double S here. Lower is lower, capitalized only first D is big, and upper, all of the letters are upper. If you found this video useful, watch my video about 5 useful functions. I bet you will like it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my future videos.